Now's the time to have the conversation about drug-facilitated assault, because it's never the survivor's fault. Whenever I hear stories of women and men that have been affected, I immediately get a pit in my stomach of helplessness. And that's why I continue relentlessly pursuing KnoNap, because that's my way of relieving that pit and saying, no, I can do something, and I will, and I am. Good afternoon, my name is Danya Sherman, and I am the founder and CEO of KnoNap. KnoNap is a napkin that is able to detect rape drug presence. All the individual has to do is take a drop of their drink and place it on the loading area. And if there's drug presence indicated, there'll be a clear and concise color change in the viewing area. The name KnoNap actually stands for the napkin that knows. KnoNap is sanitary, discreet, portable, and gender inclusive so that anyone can have access to it.
The night that I went out with my friends to a club, when I had come back from the bathroom, if I had dropped just a little bit of my drink onto a KnoNap, it would have prevented me from getting drugged and waking up naked in a hotel room alone, scared. It would have saved me.
My hope for KnoNap is that in the future, we're able to empower individuals to be safer in social settings so that no one else has to say, me too. Being a Toyota Mother of Invention and be a part of such an amazing community of women that are championing issues that they're so passionate about, it's an absolute honor.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for being here. I'm Juliana Goldman. I'm a correspondent with CBS News here in Washington, and joining me now on stage is Danya Sherman, the founder and creator of KnoNap. We have a lot of questions, so let's dive right in. Danya, the genesis of KnoNap is very personal to you. Can you talk a bit about that?
Sure. So the issue of drug-facilitated assault in 2016 affected 1 out of every 13 college-aged individuals, myself included. And when I returned back to the States after studying abroad in Spain and shared my story and found I was not alone, I decided I needed to do something. And it was at that moment that I turned a situation into something constructive, and I've really been humbled throughout the process to have met so many amazing individuals, as well as have had individuals confide in me their experiences, and that's what keeps me going every day.
Well, transforming that idea into an actual product where you're here on stage talking about it is not an easy task.
No.
Can you share some of the struggles that you've gone through that has brought you to today?
Sure. There have been many learning opportunities along the way, as I like to say. I started KnoNap prior to a college course. I'm actually still a college student. I'm a junior at the George Washington University down the street. Thank you. Thank you. And I actually started putting pen to paper for KnoNap in a course called Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership. And it was there that through that class I competed in the New Venture competition, received seed funding, was accepted into Halcyon Incubator, received seed funding through there, was accepted into the Future Founders Fellowship, and have grown my company. And I've been fortunate enough to surround myself with an amazing team of mentors, development individuals, contractors, and now I'm working to have KnoNap on the market by the end of 2018, 2019, which is very exciting.
Was there ever a moment?
Thank you. Thank you.
Was there ever a moment where you thought, you know what, I just can't, this is not going to be realized?
Yes, there were many people that also said that to me, and my mom, who's in the audience today, always said to me as a child, those who say it can't be done should not stop those that are doing. And I've been fortunate enough to have been humbled and honored to have individuals, friends, peers, and complete strangers alike confide in me their experiences with sexual violence as well, and that's what keeps me motivated. And as I mentioned, I'm extremely passionate about working to empower individuals, and yes, there are days where it's just really tough, but then I see the light at the end of the tunnel and working to create social change around an issue that affects millions.
Well, also, you're doing all that and juggling life as a student. Can you talk about pursuing this as a junior now, and particularly when it comes to securing funding? Have you found that that's been an obstacle at all?
Well, I've been extremely proud that we've been completely self-funded. That's something I take a lot of pride in. We've competed in over 10 new venture competitions and pitch competitions. So I become very good at pitching my venture in different time periods. But we will also be doing a Kickstarter in April, and that individuals are able to find more information on our website.
Can you tell the story of how you pitched it to Ashton Kutcher?
Oh, I love that story. Yes, I can. Thank you for asking. So I try to be extremely professional when it comes to my company, but Ashton Kutcher. And I was at the Forbes 30 Under conference this past year. I saw him because he was going to be a presenter, and I live my life by a theory I call the Ashton Kutcher 30 seconds, based off of this event. And that's that you can get anything accomplished in 30 seconds. All it takes is 30 seconds of bravery. And I saw him, took my business card out, went up to him, pitched my venture to what he's an amazing VC, and he focuses really heavily on human trafficking. And there's a huge intersectionality between human trafficking and rape drugs. And I went up to him, pitched my idea, said, "Thank you so much." Don't remember the conversation. Walked away. And I never got an email back, which is okay. However, 3 weeks ago, I was scrolling through my Facebook page and saw that he, an A+, created a video about my company and shared it on Facebook. So that was a very exciting full circle. And there were a couple cheers in my room.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. But yeah, that was an extremely humbling experience as well.
Well, you've said that you want KnoNap's to be distributed like condoms. Talk about how you plan on rolling out the product, and when and where will people be able to buy it?
Yeah, so just to clarify the condom comment, I think that they're very different products.
Yes.
It's true. Condoms are generally given for free for students, and I see KnoNap being given for free for students as well. It's a prevention tool similar to condoms, which is where I see the commonality there. We're working with universities to have KnoNap's be given for free for students through health centers as well as their residential dorms. We're also working with bars, clubs, and social settings to give KnoNap's with each drink, so individuals have to opt out rather than opt in to use the product. And as well, of course, we're working with individuals who can purchase KnoNap's either on our online platforms as well as local distributors such as pharmacies and grocery stores.
You know, you're pursuing this at a very unique moment now,
Yes.
in the midst of the Me Too campaign. Can you talk about how that movement has helped or inspired you?
Very much so. Thank you for that question. It's the Me Too movement has really increased the awareness more so than ever before of issues pertaining to sexual assault, drug-facilitated assault, and sexual harassment. And what's resulted when you have more of a public awareness is then you can create social change. You cannot create change around an issue that's not pressing and pertinent in today's society. And as I mentioned prior, I am extremely humbled and honored by the individuals that have shared their stories. Every survivor that has a story is not entitled to need to share it. And so it's very moving, at least for me, when they choose to, because it pushes along the more of an awareness.
Well, Danya, it's pretty hard not to be inspired by you. But finally, you know, what is your message to the women sitting here in this audience and women who will be watching this video someday?
I would say if you have a passion and a dream and have an idea, go for it. There are people that'll tell you along the way. I will never forget the first time I pitched the idea at a competition. I had a gentleman come up to me after and say, "That idea will never work.
Oh.
That idea will," I spoke to my son on the phone. I will never forget this. I spoke to my son on the phone, first competition, and if I would have listened, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have my company. I wouldn't be putting the product out and working to empower individuals. So I'm very happy that I was able to push through that. But there will be naysayers, and at the end of the day, you need to hold true to yourself. And also what I say to entrepreneurs is I didn't fall in love with my product. I fell in love with our mission. And our mission is to empower, educate against drug-facilitated sexual assault and crime. And everything we do for my company goes down to that. So our napkin is just one way we're doing that, but we're also pushing education through police departments, universities, and Title IX offices. And I've fallen in love with our mission, and I'm going to do everything in my power it takes to make that mission come to life. So thank you.
Well, thank you. I mean, that's a very powerful message, not just to the women here, but to also all the Dr. No's of the world. Well, thank you again for joining us. And I want to pause for a moment now and invite onto the stage Toyota's Lila Fuss.
Great. Thank you, Juliana. What a lovely evening. This is just such an incredibly inspiring event. Thank you so much, Tina. It's my honor to co-host anything with you. And thank you to all of you involved in Women in the World. It is truly an honor for Toyota, Mother of Invention, to partner with you, and we really are grateful for our long partnership and look forward to a long future together. By working together, our company and our ability to work with women in the world and all of these phenomenal entrepreneurs really have an opportunity to empower people, women in particular, who inspire, who are creative, and who have a passion, a palpable passion, to make the world a better place and to enrich the lives of others. And I really am just very honored to have this opportunity to share this evening with all of you here. We are also joined tonight by many fabulous mothers of invention. And ladies, when I call your name, could you please stand to be recognized by our audience? First is Lauren Schwederbiel of DC Greens. Monica Gray Legothesis of Dream Wakers. Kavita Shukla of Fenugreek. And Hannah Alexander of Soul Power. Thank you, ladies. We are also very honored to have guests from our Hiring Our Heroes program here with us this evening. Hiring Our Heroes is a program through the U.S. Chamber of Commerce that helps transitioning veterans and military spouses find enriching and empowering work when they return from their tours of service. And Toyota proudly partners with Hiring Our Heroes to provide resume engine and career spark tools to help them develop their resumes and really transition back into civilian service. So we are very proud to have our Hiring the Heroes and our former Mothers of Invention here tonight. Let's give them all one last round of applause. So the spirit of invention is really a core mission of Toyota. And as Danya said, mission is really powerful. And as you fell in love with your company's mission, I've fallen in love with Toyota's mission, which is really of paramount importance to our society, and that is mobility. And not just the ability to get in a vehicle and to go from place to place, but mobility in all its forms. And this really is a tremendous way to empower people. And as we saw in the opening video with Barbara Butrick, how much it means to have the power to move and to do what you want to do. And really, this is the ability to take conventional dreams and turn them into transformational realities for the world around us. And that is something that we are working on every day at Toyota in order to overcome the limits of today in order to power and realize our dreams in the future. So that is also why we are proud to be a worldwide sponsor of the Olympics, which I hope many of you had an opportunity to watch, very exciting, but also the Paralympics, which I also hope many of you will take the time to watch when it starts next week. This is a tremendous athletic achievement for many of our athletes who many people throughout their lives have also told them they can't do something. But we at Toyota really believe in the Start Your Impossible mission and the ability that all of us can overcome challenges. And so it's clear, I think, from all the amazing stories that we've heard this evening, that when you challenge the status quo, whether it's from creating a hybrid vehicle or hydrogen fuel cell technologies, or developing products and services that enable people to overcome barriers and reach their potentials, we're not only leading the charge toward greater innovation, but empowering women to go places they never thought possible. And so that is why we are so incredibly proud and honored to support the Toyota's Mother of Invention. These incredible women are trailblazers, entrepreneurs, pioneers, leaders, and most of all, innovators. And the impact and innovation that we have just heard from our newest Mother of Invention, Danya Sherman, is truly inspiring. So, Danya, if you will please join me at the podium. Surprise! Yeah.
Okay.
So since 2012, Toyota has had the privilege of honoring 20 innovative and courageous mothers of invention, and we are very proud to welcome Danya to our family tonight.
Thank you.
And Danya, in recognition of the remarkable work that you have done, and in order to help you continue your inspiring message and mission, we are honored to award you our Driving Solutions grant of $50,000.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry.
Oh, good. Next great pictures.
So you're gonna make me cry. She's saying good, take pictures. Thank you.
So Danya, we
my God.
we honor you, we congratulate you, we
My heart's
support
like-
you. I can verify that. And so let's give Danya and KnoNap one more round of applause.
Thank you.
Oh my God.